In this video lecture, we are going to see an introduction about capacity of wireless channels in advanced wireless communication. In today's life, wireless communication has become an essential need in our daily task. The need for bandwidth and availability of spectrum are endless. Wireless communication has its widest expression both in fixed and mobile communication. The wireless engineers face problems such as limited availability of radio frequency spectrum, time varying channel fading, and multipath problems, demand for high data rate, better quality of service. Hence, it is essential to learn about advanced techniques which are involved in wireless communication, such as multiple input, multiple output, which plays a major role in improving capacity, and various methods for improving the data rate of wireless communication by using coding systems. The topics covered in this lecture are crowded spectrum and need for high data rate. Crowded spectrum. In day-to-day life, each and every action we perform uses many number of spectral bands. For example, wireless TV, radio, cellular mobile, Bluetooth. We are using different spectral bands for communication. Hence, in each spectrum, there is huge crowd to avail the communication services. Even in this crowded situation, the role of a communication engineer is to increase the capacity by providing suitable capacity expansion techniques using the same spectral band. In wireless, there are two roles, fixed and mobile access. Fixed is motionless use of communication. Example, data transfer in desktop PC and laptop. In mobile access, both voice and data communication are made in moving user equipment. Example, mobile phones. Let us now see about the need for high data rates. The evolution of mobile communication systems gradually developed as the demand for data rate, that is bit per second, and spectral efficiency, that is bit per second per hertz, increased over a period of time. In the first generation of wireless communication, it was launched in mid 1980s. It was purely analog voice communication and it was popular in US in the mid 1980s. As cellular network started to grow, second generation was developed for digital voice communication. They were digital system which use digital modulation. The 2G system was introduced in Europe as global system for mobile communication operated in 900 MHz or 1800 MHz with data rates up to 22.8 kilobit per second. GSM is a cellular system which uses a single base transceiver station, BTS. BTS marks the center of a cell and serves several mobile stations. 2G system used in US is TDMA bar 136, which is called as Digital Cellular System. TDMA bar 136 stands for Time Division Multiple Access Interim Standard 136. To accomplish high data rates, two add-ons were developed for GSM, namely high-speed circuit switch data and general packet radio service, providing data rates up to 38.4 kilobit per second and 172.2 kilobit per second. The demand for high data rates forced the development of third generation. Third generation. It has maximum data rate of at least 384 kilobit per second for mobile and 2 megabit per second for indoors. The leading technologies in 3G are Universal Mobile Telephone System, also referred as Wideband Code Division Multiplex. UMTS is a cellular system and operates in 2 GHz band. To yield the 2G data rates, enhanced data rates for GSM evaluation concept was enhanced. Edge is based on GSM and it operates in the same frequency bands. Data rate is 473.6 kilobit per second. Two add-ons were developed for Edge, namely Enhanced Circuit Switched Data and Enhanced General Packet Radio Service. The IEEE and High Performance Radio Local Area Network standards specify bit rates up to 54 megabit per second. Such bit rates impose large bandwidth, thus pushing carrier frequency for values higher than ultra-high frequency band. Hyperlan works in the frequency band 5 GHz and 17 GHz. Multimedia Broadcasting Systems works in frequency band 40 GHz and 60 GHz. Fourth generation, it provides data rate higher than 3G, granting the same degree of user mobility. 4G has increased data transmission rates. In 4G, Internet Protocol is used. Internet Protocol is a set of rules governing the format of data sent over the Internet. 4G implementation is cheaper than 2G and 3G. IP tolerates a variety of radio protocols. 4G supports any wireless service providers that implies improved data access for mobile internet devices. 4G supports any wireless technologies like IEEE 802.11, WCDMA, Bluetooth, Hyperlan and CDMA protocols. Wireless LAN. It is a part of IEEE 802 set of local area network protocols. It uses high frequency radio waves instead of cables for connecting the devices in LAN. Data rates are higher than 2 megabit per second. It covers small areas, hotspots in shopping malls, airports, hotels and office buildings. Bluetooth, it is a wireless technology standard used for exchanging data between fixed and mobile devices over short distances using short wavelength ultra-high frequency radio waves. It operates in 2 GHz. Data rate is less than 1 megabit per second. It interconnects certain electronic devices in short range of about 5 to 10 meter. IEEE 802.11b. It provides data rate up to 11 megabit per second over a distance of 50 to 100 meter. The frequency band is 2.4 GHz. Broadband Wireless Internet Forum. The IEEE Industry Standards and Technology Organization organizes the meeting called as Broadband Wireless Internet Forum. It is a principal organization which creates and develops next generation fixed wireless standards. Its specifications are based on vector orthogonal frequency division multiplexing and data over Cable Service Interface Specification. It addresses the needs of quickly emerging wireless broadband market. Its members establish product roadmaps that lowers product cost, ensure the availability of interoperable solutions, extends the partnership model to all companies offering broadband wireless technology to multiple markets. Membership includes ASIC semiconductor companies to develop new ASIC based on VOFDM technology. Customer premise equipment companies to use chips to build new subscriber equipment. System integrators to design and deploy, that is to implement the networks based on the products. Service providers to incorporate VOFDM products and technology into their network infrastructure to offer new service customers. Radio frequency outdoor unit manufacturers to supply subsystems to the total wireless solution offering. Time division synchronous CDMA. It is a Chinese contribution to ITU's IMT 2000 specification for 3G wireless mobile services. It is designed to manage both symmetric circuit switched services such as speech or video, as well as asymmetric packet switch services such as mobile internet data flows. High-speed downlink packet access. It is a packet-based data service in WCDMA downlink with data transmission up to 8 to 10 megabit per second over 5 megahertz bandwidth. It includes adaptive modulation and coding, multiple input, multiple output, hybrid automatic request, fast cell search, and advanced receiver design. Till now, we have seen the approaches done towards development of 4G network. The next topic we will be discussing about multiple input, multiple output techniques used for improving spectral efficiency and hence improving the capacity of wireless channel. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.